ever been to an event where everything just flowed? No confusion, no bottlenecks, no wondering where you're supposed to go next? That's not luck, that's design. At Caribbean Caterers, everything's included. One of the biggest compliments we can receive is when guests say, "Everything felt so easy." Because behind that effortless experience is careful planning, precise timing, and hundreds of decisions guests never even notice. Today, we're taking you behind the scenes of one of the most overlooked parts of a successful gala: guest flow. When people hear guest flow, they usually think, oh, that's just crowd control. Not quite. Guest flow is really about removing friction. Because every time a guest stops to ask, where do I go? Or what's happening now? The experience loses momentum. The best events answer those questions before guests ever have to ask them. Quick question. Have you ever wandered into the wrong ballroom at an event? Or accidentally joined a completely different conference? If so, you're definitely not alone. Tell us your funniest event mix-up in the comments. Think about a corporate gala. Guests don't simply appear at dinner. They arrive, they network, they mingle, they transition into the ballroom, they enjoy dinner, they experience the program. Every one of those moments needs to feel natural because awkward transitions don't just waste time, they drain energy. The goal isn't to move people quickly, it's to move them comfortably. One of the hardest parts of a gala: making service almost invisible. Dinner shouldn't interrupt the keynote. Servers shouldn't block important moments. Guests shouldn't feel rushed. Every course is timed around the event, not the other way around. When guests barely notice the service, that's usually a sign it was executed beautifully.
If you're enjoying these behind the scenes insights, don't forget to subscribe. We've got one final episode that brings everything together.
Even with the best planning, every event has its own personality. Sometimes guests are networking longer than expected. Sometimes speakers finish early. Sometimes dinner moves faster than planned. Great event teams don't panic. They adapt. They are constantly reading the room, adjusting timing, coordinating quietly, making small changes that guests rarely notice but definitely benefit from. Guest flow isn't created by one person. It's the result of every team working together. The planner, the venue, the AV crew, the kitchen, the service staff. When communication is seamless, the guest experience becomes seamless too. Because behind every smooth gala is a team moving in perfect rhythm. Guests may never notice how carefully the evening was choreographed. And honestly, that's exactly the point. If people spend the night enjoying the experience instead of figuring out what's happening next, then we've done our job. Great guest flow isn't about directing crowds, it's about creating comfort. When every transition feels intentional, every service moment feels effortless, and every guest feels taken care of, that's when a corporate gala becomes truly unforgettable. Planning a corporate gala in the DMV? Let Caribbean Caterers help you create an event where every detail flows seamlessly, from the first welcome to the final farewell.